Happy birthday to you. Hey everybody, it's Chelsea Whittington, also known as C Whit, and it is time for Catching Up with the Tolberts. I'm so excited to be here today because it's a special day. I really can't believe I am here. Happy, can I say the number?
Yes.
Happy 50th birthday to attorney Michael Tolbert.
Happy birthday!
And I am intruding right now, real quick, to do Catching Up with the Tolberts. Last week was supposed to be our day, and you all were having some things done. You see how I spun that? You had some things done
That's
here
right.
in the office. What was going on, birthday man?
Well, you know, being a business owner is not always smooth. So, because of the cold, inclement weather, we had some repairs that we had to do. And I want to give a shout out to the staff publicly because they really worked diligently during that time when we were down. And it just goes to show you how blessed we are to have a great staff because they were fluid, they were flexible. We were working remotely and we were able to make sure we serviced our clients without a beat, even though we were
Seamlessly.
closed. Yes. So
Well, good. So we are obviously back in the office. Is all well now, Shalise?
Yes, all is well.
Okay, so back to the birthday. While it's been a minute since I made this milestone, this is a milestone for you, and I have to open our conversation with the gift of life and your thoughts right now about turning 50 today.
Well, I just, I give praise and honor to God for everything that He's done for me every day, but particularly over the last 50 years. So it's just a tremendous feeling just to know that, I was able to reach this milestone. Given where we come from, that is it's truly a blessing to be able to be here, to be able to practice law, to be able to have a beautiful wife and be able to share, all these great professional and social milestones with my best friend and with friends like you. We've been knowing each other an extremely
long time.
Going all the way back to the cave days.
Wait a minute. You're going to say Fred Flintstone. That's what he means. The cave time.
The cave days. Yeah, so we have been friends for a long time. It's just, I don't take for granted all of the friends, childhood friends, and people that have been around for this 50-year span for granted. So I thank God for each and every one of you. And I'm looking forward to 50 plus more, 50 plus 100 more. I'm trying to get to my 140 scores.
Okay.
Like in the Bible. So
wow.
keep drinking my water. I'm going to try to stay away from this stuff over the next couple of days and maybe months, and maybe I can get to that score.
Well, we shall see. Every day, I will say, as you both know, is a blessing and a milestone in itself. So I am grateful again. Happy birthday. And Mrs. Tolbert, Attorney Tolbert, I would love to give you the opportunity before we get into the business of the day to give any birthday sentiments to all of your Facebook and Instagram families.
Well, I started the day with a lovely post to this handsome, hilarious, God-fearing, intelligent, hardworking, crazy dude. Yes. So with that, I can't say anything but good things about him. It's hard to believe that we're 50 though, because I don't feel like anything changes with. I'm not a believer in here's a number and I've got to be a certain way at a number. But what I do believe in is that I don't take for granted our friendship. I don't take for granted our relationship and our marriage, and I know that he will continue to thrive in everything that he sets his mind to.
Well, that is just so wonderful. And so now we are catching up with the Tolberts. And the last time we were talking, was it last year? I can't believe we have come through a new year and into January. And since we last talked, we were talking about the King holiday and some of the pro bono work that the firm does, or you do. Shalise, how did that go? Were you able to jump in on King holiday?
Yes, I did get over to New Mount Moriah Church on the day before the actual King holiday when they did the ecumenical service, and we provided some free legal services for a couple of hours. So
Okay.
it turned out well.
And with the individuals who stopped by, did they find it to be helpful? What kind of things do you hear? Because I know when people say pro bono, what did they get? But it may be like a couple of questions.
Yeah, it's limited as to what we provide them, because we're not there to have a consultation like we would here. We don't even give our last names, so we're not soliciting business. We're just trying to answer basic questions for them and guide them. And there are resources that we provide them with as well.
Okay. So now, Michael, I know we have this amazing milestone in your birthday, but back up a week, there was another milestone for the firm. Talk about that.
Oh, well, we were blessed enough to be able to celebrate 10 years in business. And each and every one of you showed out on social media, and really, it really reminds us of why we do what we do. When we have so many people, community leaders, clients, people like yourself that reaches out to us and really encourage us to keep going. And this 10 years really went by so fast, and we thank God for Him making that easy. It was some bumps and bruises along the way, but more good times than bad. And it was just a reminder, that 10-year mark was just a reminder of why we do what we do. And we're just so ecstatic to be able to still be open. The lifespan of most businesses is 7 years.
Oh, I didn't know that. 7?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 7 years. So most businesses don't make it to 7. We were fortunate to make it to 10. And, we're just ready to continue to go. We want to be celebrating 50 years or 100 years of Tolbert and Tolbert, although I don't know.
Right along with your birthday. No, it lines up.
It does line up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're ready, and we thank all of you for the energy and the support that you gave us during that anniversary.
Shalise, your sentiments, 10 years, what does that look like for you?
It goes by in a flash. It really does. I can still clearly remember when we even looked at this space. The 6.5, 7 months before we actually opened up. So it goes by fast, but I thank God for it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't be practicing with any other person. So it works out.
And I want to make a comment, because I know one of the things that I usually do on our anniversary day is I try to not make the day about us, because I really believe that even though it's a milestone and it's just a magnificent time to be able to celebrate the firm being open, it's really our testimonial, and we hope that what we've done over these years inspires, that it really encourages people who might want to go into entrepreneurship, that might want to open their own business, that might be on the edge. We hope that they look at us and say, hey, we can do this. And not only can we do this, but we can do it right in our hometown in Gary, Indiana. So I try to use that day as just really God's testimony, because with Him, all things are possible.
Yes.
And we truly, truly, truly believe that. So hopefully we've inspired kids, we've inspired adults, and everybody under the sun to step out and follow your dreams and your passions.
Well, I can tell you, I'm sure of that. So many who have reached out to me to connect with you, those who aren't even in the area, who follow and just celebrate all of your different accomplishments. I'm going to jump over again. This is the special birthday edition of Catching Up with the Tolberts, so I need to hurry up, catch up, so you all can head out to celebrate your big day. Half a century, Shalise. You got next or what?
Yes.
I do, actually.
Wow, you said that bad.
Literally, my birthday is a month from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
He's
be
over.
back for cake. I'll make sure that I work the schedule alter, so I keep making sure I'm here around these birthday celebrations. No, but in all seriousness, we're in February now. It's Black History Month and a lot of other things that are happening. And before we touch on Black history, well, this is part of Black history in my mind. Your involvement, both of you, with the UNCF Leadership Council. And I know the mayor's breakfast is coming up, and I wanted to, as you lead that team, our council, wanted to hear from you so that we could share with your followers the plan for next week. It's next week.
It is next week. Oh my goodness. So I believe this might be our 10th year doing the mayor's breakfast for Northwest Indiana UNCF Leadership Council. It is February 12th at 8 a.m. at the Gary Area Career Center. And proceeds from this event go towards scholarship for students that are from Northwest Indiana to help them get not only to college, through college.
Through college.
And so we have been doing this, I'm pretty sure, for 10 years, maybe 11, but I think this is 10. Yeah, because I think it coincides with the firm. So, this is an event that we are very excited about. We brought it back to Gary last year, and we are working with the Honorable Mayor Eddie Melton in doing this again this year.
Good.
So if you are interested, please go to uncf.org and click on the Indianapolis tab, and there should be a link for our breakfast for you to purchase tickets. I think the deadline is February 5th, and individual tickets, I believe, are $35. We have various sponsorship levels starting at $5.75 for a table sponsorship and going upwards. So tables of 8.
All right. And then we have a special keynote speaker for that day.
We have Mayor Reed from Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, very nice. So
Yes.
I really encourage you to get those tickets. Come on over to the Gary Area Career Center. We had it there for the first time last year.
Yes.
And it was a great space, an opportunity to showcase the Career Center and the work that the young people do in culinary. And so we plan to expand and perfect on that for this year.
Right. So I got to say also thank you to, our Gary Community School Corporation and Sodexo for the venue and the food. So students are going to be involved with that again, which is good.
Well, I'm all for the young people in the city of Gary. Now, Michael, it being Black History Month, and we're still talking philanthropy, are there things that you're looking forward to attending or supporting or celebrating around Black history?
Well, I always say Black history should be every day. So we're always reading something, particularly around this time about Black history. But, Valparaiso University always has good Black history programming. I just saw just a few days ago, it looks like Indiana University Northwest has a stellar Black history program that I forwarded to our staff to make sure that it populated our calendars so that, people in the office that are interested in going to some of the IUN Black history programming, they can. So I'm looking forward to supporting that initiative, and we really should as a community support it so that folks can continue to do that programming, because right now Black history programming is under attack, as most people know. So it really means a lot to really support anytime somebody puts their neck out on the line to teach us our history, which we really should be teaching ourselves. But when they do that, then we really have to support it, because we need to show people why it's needed and that it is supported when it is put out there. So
you are absolutely right. And can I just go on record to say the two of you are indeed evidence of Black history, making history, opening your business here in Gary, 10 years strong. And as our young people are able to go back and do their research like we used to do through the card catalog, y'all can look that up later. They'll Google you. They'll Google you and find out the history that you are making in this moment. Now, if you're just tuning in and like, what's all the cake? It is Michael's birthday. And then the second question is, why is Michael here? Why are you here? You have something to do tomorrow, so you couldn't whisk him away. What do you have going on professionally?
Well, I have a lot going on, and as those of you know, I have a very demanding boss. That is sitting, sitting to the right of me, and we have to fill out PTO request forms, and you have to do that within a certain amount of time. And I didn't fill out my form within 7 days of me asking to take leave. So I am not even exempt from that process. So that's why I'm here today, because the boss has made me be here. She said I could go home early.
Okay.
But once I get in
10 minutes to 5. All right. 5 minutes early.
But once I get in these walls, I'm in my muse. And I love practicing law, so it's hard for me to leave once I get here. So I've been here all day I was supposed to leave at noon.
Well, I messed that up. But anyway, I'm so glad to be catching up with the Tolberts as we move into the remainder of the month and next month. Is there anything before we cut this cake that you all want to add on the list? Anything going on with your Greek organizations or anything that you want to share as we catch up with the Tolberts?
Well, like Michael mentioned before, there are various events that are going on for this month of Black History, but there are also some things that you mentioned with our Greek organizations. There's some financial literacy sessions that are happening every Saturday morning. I can't remember the time, but there's a link. They're happening via Zoom, and the D9 organizations are participating in that to educate our community. So that is definitely a positive thing that is happening with all of our organizations collaborating on this.
And speaking of financial literacy, one other thing, going back to January 25th, I know that you participated and did a speaking engagement along with one of your colleagues around, was it finance as well, and wills and estates?
It was more estate planning.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on January 25th with my soror, Deidre Chitu.
Yes.
She's a real estate agent as well, and she had the idea of having a session for the community to educate about estate planning because of a personal experience. So she reached out to me, and when we picked the date and did that, we had a nice turnout, and people were saying, okay, is there going to be a part 2?
That's right.
Do other things.
Yes.
And so I think that she's going to try to develop some other sessions that come about. So if she asks me to be involved again, I will be, because I want to make sure our community does have the tools it needs for estate planning.
Okay. Well, thank you for once again. Both continue to give your gifts back to the community. And without further ado, Michael, would you like to do the honors before we get out of here?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. But before we cut this cake, I want to make sure that we give a special shout out to Cakes by Shantae.
Okay.
Cake.
Cake. With a
CAKED.
Oh,
Yes.
you get cake.
Caked by
Yes.
Shantae. That's HAWNTEE.
Look
Okay.
her up on Facebook, and please, Shalise and I are always in support of
Yes.
African American owned businesses. This is one of those, and not only that, but she is a college friend.
Okay.
So we have been friends since our days at Valparaiso University. So we always try to support each other, and she was gracious enough to make this special special pound cake for me.
Red velvet pound cake.
So support it, and we had to make sure I didn't want to show you how greedy.
Look at the middle of it, though.
We didn't want to show you how greedy we
Then
were.
you go show it anyway.
It's already
The power, the magic alive.
So we want you guys to go out and support her. This cake is phenomenal. It's
Yes.
great. So we're gonna take a bite of it. I'm gonna cut you up.
No,
Oh, you
Michael,
want
go
to-
a sliver
you
and
just want
then
a
get the
sliver?
rest to Amber.
Okay, so
Yes.
Amber, she's a little bitty thing.
Yes,
So
we
can
gonna give
There
her
we
some
go.
nourishment. She doesn't even eat cake, so I have to take
All
one
right,
for the
so
team.
Shalise, what you got?
You already
Oh, yeah.
I had some.
And then you'll spoil your appetite.
I'll go ahead and
Yes.
cut one, and I'll eat it on camera.
And then we're gonna eat on camera. Meanwhile, you look at all those cameras, Shalise, and you tell them how to find Tolbert and Tolbert. Ready, Michael? Let's
I'm
do
ready.
it.
Go ahead.
All right,
Let's do
so Tolbert and Tolbert is located at 1085 Broadway. The sound effects. 1085 Broadway in Gary, Suite B, which is the second floor. You can also reach us at 219-427-0094 and all of our social media, TolbertLegal.com.
Yes.
All right, everybody, you are officially caught up with the Tolberts.
So
And
great.
one more time for the birthday man.
Woo.
Happy birthday, Michael Tolbert. Happy 50th birthday and many, many more. I'm Chelsea Whittington, C. Witt. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you.
See